Haka hoo. Welcome to a very special holiday edition of Strangely Familiar.
Nope.
Imagine.
No. I don't want
It's one day before Thanksgiving. How are you going to make a difference?
You think
Show
our
up,
listeners are out there
be there,
making a difference?
be where you're supposed to be on time.
Right. Contribute what you're there to contribute on Thanksgiving Day. The running gag, of course, is always the conversation at the dinner table, right? And I feel like everyone's joke is, I'm meeting with this group of family members and we have different political views and therefore Thanksgiving dinner's ruined. But maybe then don't talk about it. Maybe talk about positive things or neutral things, even better. Neutral things. Start talking about nonsensical things that don't matter in any for the good or the negative. Be like, do you ever notice how mustard is yellow? Like, wouldn't it be wild if mustard was blue? Like, just bring up things that have no relevance.
Like Democrat states? Is that what you're talking about?
All right,
Liberal mustard?
So the color blue's out. Okay, so we'll also rule out red. Two of the primary colors. That's pretty hard. Is yellow still cool? Are we still good with yellow? Can we talk about yellow?
That's the only color out there. Can't talk white, can't talk black, can't talk brown.
Correct.
If somebody is going yellow, then you're in a way worse conversation than you should have been in.
Yeah, if we're talking yellow and racism, that's really old-fashioned lazy racism.
That's I gotta go to the bathroom forever. That's one of those. Yeah.
So as long as you stay away from colors like black, white, brown, yellow, blue,
so nothing.
red.
Rainbows obviously are out. Nothing within the rainbow at all.
And
don't.
And pink's halfway to rainbow, so we're not going to really do that either. Green's pretty well. People are sensitive to talk about money. Okay,
the haves, the have-nots, the 1%. Yeah.
Orange. Basketball. Basketball's pretty neutral.
The Syracuse orange works up here.
Yep, it's tough. You're gonna have to stay positive, and they did lose to Notre Dame 70-7, and their 7 points were scored on a touchdown with 6 seconds left in the game yesterday. But they did not get shut out.
That's interesting. And there's nothing else that I can think of as orange or Cheeto colored, or is in any way politically divisive.
Best shot is talk about, all right, folks, your challenge at Thanksgiving dinner is to talk about as many things as possible that are orange, but don't mention that they're orange, and just see if someone catches on that everything you talk about has to do with the color orange. Talk about carrots, basketball. Don't talk about oranges. That might, I guess it's fine. You could talk about oranges.
Current sitting presidents.
Whoa! Oh, and there we go. Orange is out. Orange is out. We have nailed basically the entire coloring book now.
How about, remember this? Remember we used to use the conversation dice? We'd roll out like 3 of these. Yeah, let's give the viewers 3 words that can inspire their Thanksgiving conversations. So I'm going to just roll 3 dice. They have random words on them, and these will be your guideposts for conversation.
I like it.
All right. The first one is power.
Good. No, I don't see how that
advice.
Can go wrong. Perfect.
And plant. Now you're getting into the conspiracy theorist part of the table. The conspiracy uncle.
That's what I'm saying. Little does the Thanksgiving spread understand that we are planting our viewer. They are a plant. To engage in
Maybe I'll just try to find a word that isn't
aggressive.
Forever, someday. Oh, that's all time areas. Leader, soulmate. There you go. The youth. How about youth? Soulmate. Those are good ones. If you don't have one, just pretend. That's a good thing to do. If you don't have a soulmate, just lie to the family and tell them that you do, or you're working on it. That's probably something I'll do.
You could just make up stuff. You can just make up whatever you want.
Dude, just lie.
Lie.
Yeah. What are we talking about?
Yeah, hold on. There's an easy way to make conversation simple. Just lie. Just lie the entire conversation, the entire dinner. How many lies can you fit in? But lies are better when they absolutely aren't needed. I think those are the best lies. Lies under pressure and important lies are not good. Irrelevant lies are delightful. Like, what's your favorite sandwich? Yo, the other day I had like roast chicken, but what I did was I put on, let's say, a slice of Gouda, and I actually spread some Nutella on it, and it really worked. Just fucking lie. Just lie about nonsensical stuff, and you will have a great Thanksgiving dinner, because no one will know what to do, and you don't have to worry about it. It doesn't matter. It's not true, but you get to have fun with it, and even if they get riled up or anything, you can go, oh, that's right. They're reacting to something that doesn't even exist. So, whatever.
Once you're a couple glasses of wine in, you're already tuned out anyway. I'm already looking at the wall. I'm already looking through people at that point.
And remember,
Thanksgiving's on.
All you have to do is survive till football. And then just, if people are acting stupid, be like, I'm going to go catch the game. And then you just fucking catch the game. And then leave. Or leave. Just fucking leave.
And you know what, Grandma? I do prefer dark meat.
Old souls with the past to pretend it. Strangely familiar like a tune we both know. Living the reruns from a long time ago. Levels we cleared and the battles we lost. 20 years gone, but we still count the cost.
I usually that's just how I approach any kind of conversation now. Like, I pretend I don't know anything. Like, if anything political comes up or about the news, if somebody brings up at a family, like, did you see this? I'm like, no, I didn't. I don't even want. I'm just like, nope.
But
just tell me whatever you're going to tell me anyway. I'm done.
Yeah, I did you see this? Yeah, I guess that's the problem. Is
what list? What's this list? A Christmas list? Yeah, let's talk about Christmas lists. Yeah, let's do that.
Man, yeah, I don't know. Like, Thanksgiving, if nothing else, the NFL, like, that's why people should. I wonder if this is all part of the ploy. The NFL with Thanksgiving stuff is like the NFL saying
saving families.
Yeah, because they're like, get interested in football. If you're not interested in football, I highly suggest getting interested with football if you don't like family conversation. Now, you can like family conversation and football. I'm not saying those are exclusive of each other. But understand that if you need an outlet, football is a really good one because, and now we get it on Christmas too. So Thanksgiving and Christmas, two big family holidays. If you aren't a fan or you just get drained on the holiday aspect of it, that game can really help, like, buffer. So I think
also
the
buffers
NFL's doing it solid.
Like the food side, like after, a lot of people eat early, obviously, noon or 1, do their first Thanksgiving portions of the day. I usually just I try not to go too heavy, but still, I'm like, that's a lot of sleepy food. And you just need a reason to not have to talk, just something, an ambient noise in the air. And it can be a shitty game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it probably will be, but you just need, it's like the droning sound of Troy Aikman just going on. And you just like, every time I see that game, the Lions and the Packers or something, like, it might as well be 1997 right there in that moment because it sounds the same. It's just the same cadence. Like, you can almost hear the crowd over anything else in the game. It's just, it's like being homesick kind of noise, like when game shows are on but your eyes are closed. It's just kind of the redundant noise of just the world happening around you, and you're just silenced, and you're okay with it, not even looking at the TV, just looking at the lamp that you didn't realize had been there for the last 20 years at your parents' place. And you're like, oh, they still have that, but I don't know if that's new or not. I forgot. I don't know if I just forgot to look at that detail.
Is this a new lamp? No, it's existed. Okay.
Yeah.
Did you move it? Nope, it's always been there. Huh.
Yeah. All right. I might take a nap.
It's another suggestion. Is I think this is a really big one, and it's only because it's been implemented in the last like year or so, when we hang out on holidays or for large family gatherings for birthdays and such like that down here, is that someone introduced to the family, Caitlin's family, LCR, left, center, right, if you will. That's a great. It's a great. Yes, it's gambling, which it's 2025. What isn't? But you can set your wagers. Everyone, customary one. Everyone throws in a buck, and you get your like 3 tokens in front of you, and you roll dice, and you pass around tokens until someone is the only person left, and they win the pot. Low stakes game. 0 skill. So the good news is you can get little children in, get their gambling habits starting early. But I've been part of LCR games that have had 3 people. I've had LCR games that have been 15 people, and it's a great objective thing to do and takes up some time. No one gets really upset because it's 100% chance. So fun little activity that I think, is a great go-to. Breaks up, and you really can't have like aggressive conversations during it. No one has like discussions. You just kind of focus on the game itself.
That's a good one. It just inspired me. I just reached over to my game cabinet, and I will now bring this little Codenames action.
Okay.
Great game. Great multi-person family game. Put it at the top. That's good because it's a team game, but it's usually pretty funny. I can't even go into it, but there's a inside joke in my family about parachute pants that my mom, for some reason, said. I don't even remember what the answer was, but whenever you say parachute pants, we have a good chuckle, and I don't even remember the origin of the story, but it was from that game. But that's a good one to bring because nobody really gets mad at that game. Because I will probably bring, because it's an all-day affair, so I got to bring, activities. Because
Got to load up.
I don't really like. I'm not like a conversation starter at the table because everybody's got their own thing around. I'm around people, fortunately, that just will just keep talking. So I just barely have to chime in once in a while or throw in a zinger or a little comment. I don't have to like propel the conversation, which I'm fine with because everybody else has stuff going on. I don't really like to talk about myself anyway. He says 148 episodes into a weekly podcast, but in those situations, I'm like, if somebody asks me a question, I'm fine. Otherwise, I'm content to let everybody else just kind of talk and take over. And
let me ask you this though. Mm-hmm. I have to ask you this. You say you don't have to talk and everything. You're not a good talker. Are you a good listener, or are you just like droning out and you're just like a backboard, like to what they're talking about? Okay.
Yeah. In that situation, when there's a lot of people, I feel it's like a diffusion of responsibility. Or it's not just me that has to like listen, so I just I do listen, but I don't know. It's probably like a bit of ADD, undiagnosed kind of thing, where I'm just like, my mind's already on the next thing. So that's why I would bring like the game or the like the Switch, because like at least like my sister would play that. We got my dad into it last year playing some Mario Party, or football. Like I'm always looking for like the lowest common denominator conversation in a way, and I'm fine to listen, but it's not a lot of new. I would say I don't mean it in a bad way. Usually at family settings, there's not a lot of new revelations or details coming out about stuff, and I also don't mean it in a bad way. I don't think I have the similar sensibilities as everybody in my family or the same interests. No. So it's like I'm not going to go whole hog on talking about a Bruins game or my Hades 2 run or human resources
Right, because
information.
you're not friends. You're not friends. You're family.
Yeah, that's right.
Like,
but not in a bad way. It's just the way it is.
No, it's just that's just a matter of fact. You're not friends. You're family. That's very different. Yeah. And family topics oftentimes are either very nostalgic, or like confrontational, meaning like it almost like gravitates more towards sensitive subjects as opposed to casual subjects, because casual subjects are what you would talk about with your friends, because your friends have the same sense of humor and the same interests, like you say, sports and stuff like that. So the problem is that family conversations, I think, are way more prone to sensitive things because the history you have with them, the differences in your adult lives, and wondering if there's parallels, but the parallels you might find are often on strong opinion stuff like morals and stuff like that. So why we choose to bring those up, I'll never understand. And I'm guilty of contributing to it. And I can get onto rants, and I shouldn't. I should be less talkative, especially with certain family members and stuff, because I know I'm not going to find common ground. And if they're going to insist on bringing it up, the only option is to just not address it. So I think you're right where it's about bringing games and stuff. Hey, let's not fucking have too much conversation because that's the only thing we know how to do. Let's play a game, like, or watch the game or something like that. Talk about if I'm sitting next to someone on the couch watching football, I don't also want to talk about something else. Like, let's talk about what we're seeing on the football screen. I'm okay with disagreeing with you. Be like, that was the right play. That was the wrong play. That's fine. That's healthy. It doesn't fucking matter if it was or wasn't. Yes, like, that's fine. But I think games are massive for holidays and with family gatherings because, right, I think it levels the playing field, meaning we're all just trying to play this game. That is our goal, is we're trying to play the game. We're not catching up. We're not talking about, this or that or the other thing. Let's just play code names and enjoy the concept of playing this game for no stakes. It doesn't matter if I win or lose, but if the game was fun, then that's fine. Now I say that, but I do love winning games, for sure. But it's hard to find out what games you can bring to the table, literally, because I like a lot of involved games, but you can't bring heavily involved games to things like this. You need something that's easy but enjoyable, and that's not always easy to spot in the game aisle.
Yeah, you need low barrier of entry games. And that's just, I realize we're just really just agreeing with each other. And there's probably somebody out there that's like, you guys are fucking assholes. Just talk to people. And they're like, good point. Yes, I didn't see it that way. But I guess that's why I gravitate towards games in general, because it's easier for me to have a shared experience with somebody over something that doesn't feel forced, I guess, or is like, like I'll always remember more like that experience rather than conversation. And I don't know if that makes me an asshole, I guess.
Yeah, that's a good point. Is right. It's I want the experience, not a conversation. Like, how's work? Because what retired people love asking is like, how's work? And I'm like, I can't. Fine, it's fine.
And 50% of family table discussions is going to be medical too. You just know it. It's going to be a lot of medical stuff.
Oh my God.
It's going to be like heavily medical.
And it's like, even if it's not negative, no one is ever reporting that they had a clean bill of health. So it is negative, but it's like, and I get that it's objective in a sense, but in reality is like, yeah, so let's all stop keeping track of who's closer to death by their medical reviews as of late. And we'll just go, because we're all alive right now. So let's just roll with it. Like, hey, everyone at this table is alive, right? Raise your hand if you're alive. Works good enough to survive the day. Like,
just start. If anybody asks you how you're doing, say, that's a HIPAA violation. Sorry.
Nice.
You can't ask me that. You can't. Yeah, sorry. Shut it down right away.
Yep.
Like, HIPAA violation.
I need Matt to
there
be
you go.
my HR rep at Thanksgiving dinner. Hey,
That's the thing is I can't really even talk about work anyway. So it's like,
Right,
especially because
right.
I would if my mom didn't also work there part time as her retirement gig.
Right.
But, like she knows people, so I can't like share anything even generically with no names to people. I can't. How's work? Oh, it's great. HR is great. It's always shiny and great. Everything's awesome. Yes.
Like,
What do you?
that's all you can objectively say, because that's really tough, and I've always felt that is I have friends. Actually, for me, it's really hard now because I don't work in the office anymore. So talking about work to people I don't work with is very tough for me, because I always think of them like, I have things that happened, but one, it would take so long to explain the relevance of this story to you because you don't know what I do. You generally have an idea of what I do in my job, but like on a daily basis. So like I can kind of talk about when I'm in a class, I can talk about a general occurrence that happened with a student or something like that. But I don't like to talk about work with non-work people. I talk about my work with work people, but that's even more complex now because I don't even have like work friends outside of work because I work from home. So my work discussions kind of get cut off as soon as I log off the computer. My work discussions don't even come up. So I eliminate that. So we won't.
You
talk
must have
about
like
work.
somebody at every like engagement like this. That's like, so you still work from home, huh? What's that like? Just you
Yeah.
must have that one locked and loaded. Yeah. No, I never did that. Now, what is that like?
Still,
I bet it's
still
real
working.
lonely and sad.
Right. Actually, everyone literally thinks it's the greatest concept in the world. Like people who've never worked from home literally see it as, dear Lord, you have the greatest experience in all of the land. And I'm like, it's got some pros and cons.
There are pros.
And they don't want to hear about your cons because they just think you're
Yeah.
lying. They just think you're humoring them. I'm like, okay. So,
Well,
games
my
it is
goal
for me.
for Thanksgiving is to come in with positive energy in terms of wanting to be there. I've been like, I mean, we're days ahead and I'm just setting myself up to have the expectation to be there for the whole day and to not be a buzzkill. Because that can happen. Like we talked about it, my introverted self, the battery charge. That's what I'm doing. I'm mentally charging my battery for a few days ahead. Not trying to go into it like surprised. I mean, we'll see what work brings, but I'm like, just go in there, be ready to be active for the day, be present, Don't want to leave like 2 hours into it and just go be a hermit kind of thing. Just make sure that battery's charged, and we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I think it's one of the first times I can remember actively doing that. And I have like the next day off. I have like a 4-day weekend essentially starting with Thanksgiving. Because I'm like, we'll go the whole day. Just be there, be present, be ready for games. Just be there to make memories, to come up with new quotes that my dad keeps a list of for like the last 20 years of families getting together. That he writes them on little memo papers and then he rereads them and guesses. We play Guess Who Said This. And it's almost always my mom saying something stupid, usually about cheese.
It's
we,
it's heavily directed towards cheese.
It is for some reason. This was before she worked. Now she works in the cheese department. But this was before. You could tell her passions were always coming through.
Right.
It's a lot about
right.
cheese. And yeah, that's my goal. We'll see if I can do it, you guys. Believe in me. We must. Speaking of medical, segue. Do you have an FSA, like a flex spending account with your insurance? Do you put money into anything like that? Like
I have an
pre-tax
HSA.
fund? Okay. But
HSA,
similar.
yeah.
So yours just rolls
Very
over,
similar.
kind of, or you keep... Okay. Well, mine's a FSA, flexible spending account. For people who don't know, it's an option for insurance where you can pre-tax for Wegmans, whatever you want to do. If you want to do $500, the $500 would cover my first set of, deductibles before it gets to my 80-20 co-insurance, and then it gets to $1,500 is the max out of pocket. Very exciting. But I had to see the 500 because I'm like, cool, I'll have $500 at the beginning of the year on a card. Throughout the year, I pay like $9 a week, but I have it, and use it for doctor's appointments, things like that. We're getting to the end of the year, and I haven't used all of it. In fact, I've used none of it. You guys, I'm so healthy that I don't even go to the doctor. It was a real good year for your boy to forget to go to the doctor. So
we have $500 of FSA to spend.
$500 that I have to spend or I lose it. Mm-hmm. So I'm wondering if you could help me figure out what to spend it on, because I just learned there's a lot more that you can spend for FSA than just like doctor's appointments.
Oh, yeah. There's an FSA store.
Well, which one are you talking about?
Like, there's like there should be an online store available to you that basically only sells stuff that all qualifies for FSA. Like, that exists.
Online FSA store. All right. Amazon also has like an FSA list.
Nice.
So let's take a look at some of these products.
Okay.
Let's try to make a tier list of what I could get. And I know what some of you are saying, well, go to the doctor. It's too late for that. It's too late for me.
I know you might be thinking, why don't you go to the doctor and get checked up? No. That's a 2026 problem.
I know. In the holidays, are you serious? You can't get an appointment now, even if I did try.
Teeth whitener. I see a teeth whitener in there.
Right? So teeth whitener. $28, very reasonable. Should I make let me create how do you make a list?
A list?
You just made the list. So if I went into this, let's say I wanted a teeth whitener. Add to a list. Let me see.
Yeah, there you go. There should be add to list in
Add to list. I probably need to create a list.
There you go. Yep, create a list. FSA. Oh. Sorry, folks. Matt's first time using a computer. It's going to be very tricky.
Create.
We got a list.
All right. Well, so definitely teeth whitener, I guess. I don't know. There is something.
LED. It's one of the LED ones, folks. So it looks like almost like a mouthpiece like that a football player would have that has a large disc attached to the end of the mouthpiece. You put the gel in the mouthpiece and then you turn on the UV rays to brighten your teeth.
But I could do something like, obviously, would it be smart to get like
Matt?
soap and Claritin, things that I use every day? Sure, it would.
Okay.
So that's not exciting. Yeah, this is what we're talking about.
Is that a calf relaxer?
A shiatsu foot massager calf roller, $218. Ooh, and Black Friday deal? I mean, might as well add it to
Oh, a calf and foot massager and heater? Dude, no lie, that absolutely should be something you buy. I feel like you would use that pretty diligently. Imagine you're sitting there, got a long day on your feet at the job. Maybe you went for a run in Hoops Park afterwards and you're like, I just want to relax, do a little bit of gaming. But what is more relaxing? I mean, listen, folks, if you saw Matt playing video games, he gets pretty wound up if he feels like we're, getting the wrong end of the stick.
I'm a man of passion.
He gets upset. So I don't think he would get as upset if his calves and feet were nicely massaged and warmed.
No, I wouldn't. That's on the list. A thermocool massage gun. See, that's too. I don't know if I've got like the around the neck massage thing.
Dude, how about that heating pad that looks like
that's what I'm. The cowl?
Old armor. Yeah.
Dude, that's all right. We'll table it. We'll table it. We'll add it to the list. I like that because it's like I'm a big heating pad guy. Right now, I'm back to the just the small rectangular one, which suits my. But this, like you could sit up at at the computer. Imagine playing Fortnite, you guys, with a heating pad wrapped around your neck and your feet in a massager. That'd be living the life.
All right, let's see.
I guess I didn't know what else to. So there's another foot massager, way cheaper. That one doesn't seem as exciting.
No,
Beauty
no calf
pads?
massaging.
Mighty patches. I mean, all this face wash. That's what I should be buying, but that's not exciting. Oh, an Aura ring. Do I need one of those?
For the
Are
low
you an Aura
cost
ring
of
guy?
$350.
Are you an Aura ring guy?
I don't know what the fucking Aura ring does.
It's
so,
like it's
no.
the thing that counts everything. Your sleep, it's like an Apple Watch, but it's always on, basically. And it keeps track of everything and sends it to the government.
Wow.
I'll probably be all right without that. Dude, look at these. Air compression recovery system for your whole legs.
Oh, wow. That guy doesn't look relaxed at all.
Okay. Now we're talking. Let's look into some of this. Now, I've heard of like these things, these eye massagers. You put them over your eyes, obviously.
Good.
Oh, it's
Good
got
start.
heat, relaxing, strain, compression relief. But it's supposed to relax your eyes and your head. And I have my blue light glasses, but some days I'll
Customize
feel
your
it, but
favorite music.
Connect smartphone, stream your own music. Wait, it goes into your eyes? I don't understand. That doesn't cover your ears.
Where's the audio? Like
Where does it come from? Connect your smartphone and stream your own. I mean, I already do that. I already have Spotify. Thank you, though. But I've heard like you put this on and it makes your eyes kind of trip out after. Like you see stars kind of, but in a good way. I'm going to table that and explore it.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Not
look
sure
up
I
some
would go
results of
for
that.
it, but this is your health.
How about something like this?
LED therapy mask.
An LED face mask. Let's be honest, you guys. Instagram's already told me with the algorithm and the products they recommend, I don't have stellar skin. I don't have the best skin since I was, a youth. I had acne. I've had some scarring. I've had dry skin. I do use my CeraVe. I put the lotion on, and it gets the hose again after a shower, just to do. But I still have redness, some discoloration. It's just, as a man, it's not fair because nobody tells you to take care of your skin, except for now, like the 100,000 people that do it online. And we are empowered to do that, but not me. I haven't felt that. And if I could get something that looks like a Jason hockey mask off of Broadway to help me with my complexion, why not do that? Acne removal, wrinkles and redness, light therapy at home. This I got to hear about. This one I'm going to need some chirps from the listeners and the viewers. Tell me your experience with this. Because I would buy this just for the content, just to wear it one time on this show. I mean, I'm playing with house money, literally.
Yeah.
I mean,
all right.
Or I could again stock up on Advil for the rest of my time. What if I got $500 in Advil? Is that a sensible?
I think they would send someone to your house or something.
Yeah.
They'd probably be like, "I don't think you can buy that, sir."
Look at this hand massage. It looks like a mitten. What's up with that? A hand massage.
Massager. Now, okay, for
Carpal
arthritis
tunnel
and
and
carpal
arthritis.
tunnel.
I get it. That's not as fun.
All right.
Okay. I get it. A breathalyzer. I mean, that could just be good for content as well. 3 hours.
That's amazing that it's FSA. Like, that's kind of phenomenal. Is that it's? I mean, it's health related.
I could use this as we play games at night. Just see how deep we're getting.
Yeah. Hey buddy, need you to do a spot check on that. Where are you at right now? Where are you sitting at? Ooh, lidocaine patches.
And that's just for old man pain relief, right?
Mm-hmm.
Jeez. That probably is the direction. If I was smart, I would do something like that. But this isn't about being smart, you guys.
No, this is about the free money.
So we see. That's a lot of similar. I
What's
did
that
see on
pre-op?
one of these there was
What's
What?
that?
Oh, I got to go back.
Go back.
Is it the
Bottom left. Oh no! What page were you on?
This one.
No,
it
we
shifted.
weren't.
This is page 1. But what did it look like?
Were we on page 1?
Yeah.
All right, we have to go further than this. I remember these products. Go down and go to page 2, I guess. Scroll. Keep going, because there's our hand massager.
Ooh. Dude, earwax removal. I just wanted to try one of those.
Later with a camera. No, there was one that was like pre-alcohol mix to not have like.
Oh, I know what that is. Yeah. Like Z-Biotics. I purchased it once for a trip, I think.
Did ya?
Yeah. It's supposed to like if you drink it before you drink, then it breaks down alcohol quicker.
All right,
so you don't
there's
feel
our
as
mask.
Bad. I don't know. So it's a lot of kind of the same stuff.
Jostled up.
Earwax removal. That just could be fun. The other thing, and I'll have to search it. I do want like one thing I definitely want is I don't see it too much earwax. Who do I think I am? Is a like a water pick, just a little dental. But anyways, I've belabored the point. There's a lot. It seems like a lot of the same kind of stuff. Please send me your suggestions. I've got 1 month to spend $500, and I will do it the wrong way if I need to. So whatever you guys think, if you've purchased anything from an FSA eligible, doesn't have to be smart. Again, I'll go through this FSAstore.com that Jeff recommended. Damn. There's a ultimate gum care, ultrasonic gum care. There we go. Something like that. That might be my one productive thing that I could get. But everything else is going to be just kind of silly. So send me your recommendations, please. And curious to know how you would spend $500 that's free, even though it's not free. And if those asking, we did just have our open enrollment for our next year's insurance. And once again, I did get an FSA $500 card. So next year, I'm definitely going to go to the doctor. For sure. Have I scheduled it yet? No. But I will. You guys know. Like sometimes you just
your
get a year off
FSA
from the
card
doctor.
that's front loaded too, right?
Yeah.
Like it's just you get it January 1.
Yeah.
That thing's loaded.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Fun.
We came up with an idea this week. Speaking of breathalyzer, see, this one's got good segues. We put something out into the world this week, by the way, because you and Jordan, our buddy Jordan, Steven, once in a while we'll play some Fortnite and some Fall Guys, and especially if we're playing late at night, I enjoy some drinks with it. If not, then we're still coming in at a combined age of like 160 something, playing against people at a combined age of like 55 to 60. And
that's true because our quartet now officially is all over the age of 40 if we play together. So, yep, that's okay.
And you know what? I'll say we're pretty good for our age. We're not bad. We can get second a lot, third, but then we always go up against these demons, these little asshole demon kids they do stuff that I don't even think the controller's allowed to do. I don't think you're allowed to do that.
I don't think you're allowed to do that.
And it's very frustrating. And then it makes us rage quit, and go on to a different game. So number one, this was an idea I had a long time ago, but it would be called, because there's something called esports, where it's like, the top competition in whatever game, the League of Legends, your Valorants, your Counter-Strikes, all those. It's a big deal. I was like, what if there's something for us, though, for 40 and over? Like, instead of like email esports, it'd be called like snail sports. And that would be the league. It would be called snail sports. And it's just a league for slow old guys to just play with each other. And you'd have to like, that's a weird way to say that. Just old guys to play with each other. But you guys get it. It's like a locker room thing. You can be naked. Your balls hang to a certain amount and everybody's ready for it. But where you just like have to have like an ID check or something like that. And there's different tiers. So like when you're in your 40s, you're in bronze. When you're in your 50s, you're in silver. You know, when we're in our 60s, we'll play some kind of game, whether it's online Uno or something. But that should be a thing. And putting that out in the universe might have impacted Fortnite this week, right? Like they were like,
like
too many demons.
Yeah, and they kind of made it so that you can play with more people your caliber. But, you know, our generation being the ones that grew up, you know, video games are kind of our MO, more so than anyone 10 years older than us. You know, that's a pretty significant gap for the video game evolution. And you'd think that that would be an actual viable option right now, would be like age-based gaming. I'm so surprised that it hasn't been tried out. Like the way that ID identifications and stuff work, like you could validate it. We validate everything online. Whether entering your driver's license number and they can scan it to see what your date of birth is and stuff like, I mean, I guess someone would circumnavigate it, but it'd still be enough people would engage in it that generally it would work. But yeah, I mean, it's tough. You play online, you want to have fun, you want to have the fun, and the most fun idea when you're gaming is that at some point I'll win. I don't have to win every game, but I'm working towards winning, and I'll win every once in a while. And sometimes that's just not how it works.
I'm good for like one win a night. That's great. That'd be great. And sometimes it just doesn't happen. And you're like, well,
Yeah.
Shit, I just wasted all this time with my friends. That sucks.
See, well, now that's the tough part, because Matt literally just says, like, it's not about bonding. It's about getting online to win games, guys.
Yeah.
But yeah. It can get somewhat frustrating. But I'll tell you, I don't know if you know this, but I think you're doing a bit of a service. So in your taking it so hard, it makes me not take it as hard, because I'm like, I'm so focused on how Matt's getting beaten up over the loss that me, normally a man who would have no problem getting really upset at losing a game, I just kind of go like, at least I'm not that upset. Like, and it makes me feel better, and I let go of it easier. So you are doing a service for me.
Oh man. I will be the buffer. I will be the rage buffer.
Yeah, that's what you are. You're a good rage buffer. I don't hit that point because Matt's in there. Matt's just ahead of me in the race, raging a little bit harder. So I'm like, we already got one guy at that extreme. I don't need to do this too.
And it's great because it's like, you know, there's no full sentences coming out in that moment. It's just like,
nope.
How did you even, how can you even jump like that? That's not even a button. I don't even understand like what he's doing.
It is. It's a lot of like paraphrasing that overlaps because your brain's trying to go a mile a minute and you really can't put full thoughts into like multiple sentences or anything. So it's a lot of stepping over your own words.
Then Jordan will try to like be positive about it. It's like, oh man, at least it's like, you know, at least it was our third second in a row. And I'm like, it's not what I want to hear right now.
I think that sends you a little in the wrong direction. Is like, that's something that you don't want to hear.
Yeah.
No, that's when you know you've reached.
At least we're having fun.
You've reached peak rage when someone being positive further enrages you. And you're like, how dare you try to make this positive? Like, you know that you're like, all right, I'm probably in a bad spot if the positivity is literally making me more mad because I'm upset about the concept that this person isn't as upset as I am. You know that it's probably time to dial it back, but easier said than done in the heat of the moment. Horse shit! Exactly.
Well, also, so fortunately, yeah, at least because we got back into Fortnite this season because they have The Simpsons, and it's like very nostalgic. We played so much that yesterday I went out for a walk at Hoops Park because it was like sunny out for like a few hours, and I was looking in the clouds, and it was like so blue, and the clouds were like Simpsons clouds. Every lap I'd have this one view. I should have taken a picture, but I was like, it was The Simpsons every time I walk around. It's just like fully in my head now. Just the the nostalgia, the glory, the characters. You get to run around. You get to go in the Simpson home. You get to go to the comic book shop. I think Moe's is there somewhere, so it's been very fun until it's not. But they did for this weekend decide that they were going to chill out on the matchmaking and try to make it closer and put less people in so it wasn't as sweaty. And it's like, thank the Lord for us old folk. We get to play a game. We'll probably prove it wrong. I'll probably play some today, and that'll be wrong. It'll be lying to us as they usually do. But going along with the breathalyzer, I was like, 'cause on Friday night especially, like, can definitely have some drinks, no work the next day. It's like, why not have also in the game, a measure of how many drinks you're having? It's like, okay, well, I'm 4 deep now. I just want to play with other people who are in that level. I just want to see a gun battle where nobody's hitting their shots. It's like there should be a breathalyzer hooked up to your PC, to your PlayStation, whatever. So that's the range that you enter. Once you're at 0.10, I'm not driving. I'm not a danger to anybody. Or in the game, I'm not a danger to anybody. But if I'm playing Fall Guys, if we're platforming, I'm gonna miss a few. I'm gonna miss a few jumps. All right, that's just part of it, and it's fun. But I just want the room to be filled with other people virtually that are also in the same state. I think it'd be a boon to gaming to have that. Just put it out there, dear Nintendo. Just if you're listening, just when you're working on your next gen systems, your next gen consoles. Just think about something like that. Just free advice. So.
Wow.
I like it.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the next evolution of gaming, right? Is incorporating alcohol into gaming, regulated by the gaming gaming consoles. I don't see that going wrong at all, and I don't see any legal
especially in
issues
the VR worlds
with that. Yeah. I don't see. Oh my gosh. Yeah, imagine incorporating that into the VR world and into driving games. Driving games and shooting games. That sounds like that's a really healthy thing for PlayStation, for Sony to get to dip their hands into. Allowing people to have the sensation of gunplay and driving while drunk for the game, for the concept of gaming and entertainment. I don't see the government intervening in that in any way.
I wonder if they would. Yeah, just I mean, it's kind of like one of those. Do you let people have this is a larger philosophical argument over should people be allowed to like do things in VR that they wouldn't be allowed to do in real life?
Is it their outlet?
Is it their outlet? But then that's a slippery slope, probably, as Chris Hansen would say. But it's like, do you like? I don't know. I've never earnestly done. I mean, I've played Mario Kart with some drinks before, but I've never done like that'd be interesting to try, like a full on, like, not even like VR per se, but I've never really played many of the games where you're like, I don't know, even like, isn't there like a truck simulator or something like that, or like Euro Truck something, or you like drive an 18-wheeler or something like that. Like that'd be a fun experiment to do one of those, or to do like a F-15 pilot. Oh yeah, what's that one? Flight Simulator, right? I forgot. That's still around.
Like Microsoft Flight Simulator, the OG
try to
simulator.
Yeah, try to full on Denzel it. try to fucking do a barrel roll in a 747 on cocaine. Just one of those kind of deals.
I don't see anything wrong with that. You're like, and again, if anyone asks you, you're like, I'm getting it out of my system. I don't want to do this in real life. I don't want to be tempted to. I got to do it here.
Yeah. Maybe I'll give it a go. I probably won't put it at the top of the list, but speaking of games, if anybody wants, right around Thanksgiving, that's when all the Black Friday sales start for like all the systems and everything. So if you've been meaning to play a game, or if you've been meaning to download one and never play it ever, but just get it for cheaper, now's the time. I'm going to put it out there. I've been thinking about getting back into Dead by Daylight. I'm going to put the hard pitch on you and Jordan just to mix up our gaming.
And what is Dead by Daylight?
It's a 1v4 horror game. There's one killer and 4 survivors. The 4 survivors try to escape from the map by completing generators and some other objectives.
I was really bad at Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and you convinced me to download that, and I was pretty fucking bad at it.
It was Texas Chainsaw is harder in terms of game mechanics, I would say. Dead by Daylight's simpler, and more fun. That's probably why Texas Chainsaw Massacre died. Actually, it's still on there. People are pretty hardcore about it, but I don't play it anymore. But if you can buy it for like $7, that's the pitch. That's the pitch. We'll offline about that.
I played more of my virtual. I fell back on old tried and true earlier this week as I played a little pinball. Beat some of my better scores on FX Pinball. So
nice.
Yeah, got my whole Star Wars set. So I'm trying to perform a little bit better on some of those games.
I do too. Yesterday I clicked on it yesterday to play it. I played a couple boards for the first time in a while. That's, you know what? Also, figure it out, PlayStation piece. Let us play together. Like, there's only a few games we can play together. Figure it out. Figure it out. Huh? Figure it out.
Oh, two-player pinball?
Yeah. I mean, why not?
It'd actually be rad if you had like a time challenge and it showed your pinball machine next to your opponent's pinball machine. I don't understand why that can't be a thing. Just a split screen so that you can see the other guy and like see his scores and stuff in a time trial. Something like that. That would be pretty interesting.
There is a virtual, like, one of the new virtual gaming systems. I don't know if it's like with Meta or something similar, but they have Pinball FX on there, but it looks like you walk into the arcade and it has like haptic feedback. So you have to like buy another device that feels like a pinball table. But it's kind of like that. And you can like look around and do shit like that.
I'd like them to re-release Guitar Hero. I'd like to get back into Guitar Hero because the Guitar Hero Online would be really cool.
There is the one. Who has it? A work friend of mine, her husband, at a party there once, and he has like Clone Hero, I guess it's called, but you just put it on the PC, but you can hook up whichever version of the guitars you have. But it has pretty much every song that ever existed on there. You probably just have to download it all.
Yeah,
that's one way to do it. But it's expensive. Do you ever look up how much Guitar Hero guitars cost? Now, if you want to like get an old one, like they're just as much, if not more, than what they were. Like people sell like $80, $100, like that kind of thing.
That was like the Beatles Rock Band for people that were smart enough to just buy that and not open it. Beatles Rock Band is like, I think an unopened Beatles Rock Band is like hundreds of dollars.
Let's look it up. Beatles Rock Band unopened. Oh, I don't even see the set. People just have the game. It must be hard to find the set. Unopened Rock Band PlayStation 3, $899. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, man.
Holy shit. That is, I mean, that's a tough move to hold on to that. Who buys that? And it's like, nope. Oh, cool. Let's play. No, it's not. Let's never.
I did play the original Beatles Rock Band, and I always think about that. A buddy of mine bought it when I was living in Buffalo, and we played it and such. And then 2 years later, he was like, "I don't know why I opened that thing." He's like, "Or I should have just bought two." He's like, "That's going to end up being worth money," and he was right. Because it's Beatles. It's not for gamers. It's also because it's Beatles memorabilia, and so. Mm-hmm. It instantly has value on it.
In 2009, the Metallica Guitar Hero came out, probably right around the same time. And that was a big deal because it had the drums. I mean, you could do everything. I mean, and they had bangers, Metallica bangers. They had bands and songs that they liked. So it was
that's my favorite Guitar Hero of all time. Is the Metallica one.
Yeah, especially coming off of Guitar Hero 3. Where one kind of blew up to a new generation, all that. And it was an obvious step in the direction of Guitar Hero to have them on. But in Austin, at a place called Stubbs, they had the Metallica Guitar Hero World Party release show where they were going to do this concert in a venue that's it's big for Austin bands, but I think it holds I don't even remember what it can hold on the outside amphitheater, 2,000, 3,000 or something like that. A really small number. And at Best Buy, they were doing a contest, a Guitar Hero contest. And if you could get the highest score on one of the instruments, you would get like, I don't know, like backstage or something like that, or like kind of like you'd get at least get in. So I was like, my girlfriend and I at the time, like I would practice it, and I was like, shit, because Expert, I think I don't remember what song it was. It was definitely a hard song. It was like, I think it was like Battery or something. So it was like had like a crazy solo in it, and I was like Expert, and I was like pretty good. I could play some songs Expert, but there's no way I was gonna. I was like, I knew I wouldn't be able to win the Expert guitar because I couldn't get through it. So I was like, why don't I just pull a curveball? Like, I'm pretty good at drums. I can do normal drums. Like, maybe I'll just do that, see if I can just get through it. So I was like, I'll do drums. I didn't really practice it at all. We went to the Best Buy. I was like, and I think even then I didn't decide. I think she was like, you should do the guitar or something. I think. I was like, I'll just do drums. I feel like it's a better shot. So I sat down, did the drums. Oh, it was Fuel. That's what it was. It was Fuel. But it was like, whatever. Give me fuel, give me fire. And it's like, it's like game over, like within 10 seconds.
Oh,
I was like,
no!
okay. I was like, all right. It's like, that's not good.
After all of that.
Yeah. And it's great because it's in public in front of people. And I didn't even know if you probably could go back. I think I went back and tried the guitar. Just couldn't, if I even finished, it wasn't like a good score. It wasn't competent. I probably missed a lot of the solo and all that. So needless to say, we did not get tickets because it's part of like South by Southwest. So you needed badges anyway. But fortunately, where the amphitheater is, it's like outside of it. There's like a kind of a hill and a little river. So a bunch of people like were just out sitting on this hill, like just listening. You couldn't see the show, but you could hear it just perfectly. So it's kind of fun because everybody was just kind of hanging out, went to the show that way. So it worked out the way it should have probably. But then they brought up the all the winners of the thing, so that would have been fun. But you know what? Just wasn't for me. I wasn't nerdy enough, unfortunately. I was just average. I was just an average guitarist at the time. And it's okay. It doesn't haunt me at all. I can admit it.
Having the Rock Band or the Guitar Hero friend when they came out with the full band set, having that friend that was actually good at drums and wanted to do the drums was key. Our buddy Justin, who's also in the fantasy league, he was our drummer guy. So whenever we got together, Bob, super producer Steve, Justin, he would always take the drums, and he was actually good at it. And it was great because it was like we could have the full band set up. People would rotate on singing if they felt comfortable. Everyone would play guitar or bass or anything. But the key was having a guy that wanted to and could play drums. That was always enjoyable because it was like I certainly couldn't do drums to save my life. I don't have that type of coordination. So
I did learn it. It got fun, like when you played normal. Like if you went to like once in a while, I could try a hard song, but it was the only connection I've ever had to any kind of percussion or getting decent at it, just basics. But I felt like it was so cool. Like I get it. Like if you're a real drummer, it's got to feel so fulfilling to like be able to do multiple things at the same time. Because it's very hard. So I put some effort into learning it. The singing was always really crazy because it has like the line you're really just trying to match the pitch, Not it doesn't even matter how you sing. So you're just chasing it on the mic. You're like, zombie, zombie, zombie. I know that was a song on there, but
that's true.
God damn. I'll still always catch one. If there's one in an arcade, I'll still always rock a little guitar.
I do too. Yep. Yeah. And because you want to know why the arcade version, you know what it has? It has Cliffs of Dover.
Cliffs of Dover.
It has Cliffs of Dover. And that's the one that I'm going to play it every time. If I see an arcade one, I'm like, I got to give me a Cliffs of Dover fix.
Yeah. Well, Eric Johnson. It's the song everybody knows only from that game. Nobody ever listened to it before or after that game, but you just know it from that game.
It's true.
All right. Well, it's about that time. It's about time to make money. Make money. Make money.
How did we do last week?
You went 2-1. I went 1-2. So now we are both. Check this. If you're counting at home, 13-20.
Oh,
13-20.
Wait,
So
who won the heads up though?
You did. You're 7-4 in that. So if it comes down to it, the heads up was last week was Cincy and Pitt. I think I did +5.5 Cincy. You took the minus. So there you go. We've got how many words? So week 13 out of 18. So we're coming down to our last 6 weeks here. Got to make some moves.
Okay.
Again, you guys bet against us. If you did, you'd be 40-26 in bets. Or some. I don't know. Probably not because we have to bet against each other. But last week, you placed the tiebreaker bet, or you went off of one of mine, I believe. So I got to go off of one of yours. So you go first. You go first.
So I got to start.
This is week 13.
This
includes the Thanksgiving games, by the way. We're at that time.
Yeah. I'm going to take the Chiefs -3.5 for our first Thanksgiving Day game against Dallas. So Chiefs winning by more than 3.5 at Dallas.
Wow.
Dallas is terrible at home. Over the last 3 years, their home record's worse than their away record. And listen, if Dallas ends up winning that game, America wins. And if Chiefs win, I think they're going to win by more than 3.5. So that's kind of a emotional hedge in there too, because love to see the Chiefs lose. Yeah, that's where it's a good start.
Oh, this is weird. The Packers and Lions play Monday night, but not on Thanksgiving. Is there no Lions game on Thanksgiving? That's crazy.
What are you talking about? Oh, sorry. No. I'm sorry. No, there is. No, there isn't. There is. Chiefs Cowboys is the second game. Sorry, Detroit's the first game. Detroit Packers is the early.
Oh yeah, no, you're right.
Game.
I was looking at the wrong. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you're right.
Because they put the dates at the bottom. You yelled at me for that. I know what that's because the date and time is at the bottom, and I screwed up on that earlier. And it's confusing.
What a nightcap with the Bengals at the Ravens. Do we expect Joey Cool to be back playing? Is that why it's only 7.5 point spread?
I don't know. We'll see. I could really use that for fantasy implications.
All right. Let's talk turkey here. I'm going to take the home favorite. The Bucks over the Cardinals -5.5. Tampa Bay over Arizona.
Solid bet. I too am gonna take a home favorite. Not a bet I ever thought I would be making. I'm gonna take Miami -4.5 over the Saints.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh man. That might be one I could see myself going against you. Does Miami have... Should they be favored over anybody? The listeners are asking. The listener is asking. Dude, Sam Darnold revenge game? Sam Darnold revenge game. That's just fun. Let's go Seahawks. Big spread. -7.5, a touchdown, plus over Minnesota.
And I'm going to come back hot with another weird one, but I'm going to take the Atlanta Falcons -1.5 at the New York Jets.
I don't even know that I can take the other side of that. I mean, I know it's Kirk Cousins.
Kirk Cousins versus Tyrod Taylor. What a weird thing to say in 2025.
You know what? It's just too.
He's gonna take.
I don't know where this is coming from, but I no reason Miami should be 4.5 points favorites over anybody. I'm sorry. It's the principle.
Oh boy, I hope our friend Jordan doesn't hear this because that is just disheartening.
I will take the Saints +4.5 against Miami. So,
all right.
That's it, you guys. Get those bets in, make some money, get that Christmas money. make it off of us.
I don't know if
Please
your
enjoy.
FSA money can work on sports betting. I'd have to look
How
into
do I
it.
turn this? Yeah. Can I buy a DraftKings gift card with that?
Well, what you do is you buy FSA stuff and sell it for
it.
cash.
Yep.
And then turn that into sports betting.
Buy
and then turn
fentanyl,
that
or
into
gambling,
even
that's
more
right.
cash.
Yeah. Excellent. All right. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. We're thankful for you. As long as you don't talk to us too much. So.
Yeah.
Like an old arcade screen. Man and Jet back where the stories began. Joystick dreams and a pocket full of quarters. Laughing about bets and a taste of disorder. From pixel skies to the vinyl they spun. Movies and memes under the same neon sun. Time hit pause but the jokes never ended. Two old souls with the past still pretending. Strangely familiar like